Hello and welcome to episode 176 of Comedians Interviewing Musicians. Unfortunately, right before we got this podcast starting, Kim's roommate's dog killed a bird, but this is Kim.
We don't think that she was the murderer. We think that she was the garbage disposal that was trying to get rid of the body. So She was the best friend. She was the assist.
She was the crime scene cleanup.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is not an episode of My Favorite Murder or My Favorite Birder. This is My Favorite Crime Scene Clean.
You did not say My Favorite Birder.
My Favorite Birder.
Yeah, that's also fantastic.
If you haven't seen Jessica Forsythe's My Favorite Murder song, it's on her Facebook page as well as her Instagram page. It is an incredible hybrid cover of the My Favorite Murder podcast intro with a beautiful story and sort of the true crime podcast Murderino BS. Go check out Jessica Forsythe. But we are here joined by the incredibly talented and my Kansan sister, Kris Schultz. Hey.
Got so much Kansas talk.
Kris will be like, there's not much to talk about, Kansas, but we...
So like a 3-minute segment. I think that's
pretty much. Yeah. Well, that tree that we saw that one time.
Yes. The single tree.
Yes. Tree that we saw one time in Kansas. Oh, the Kansas tree. We all know.
But yes, this is Kris Schultz. If you're unfamiliar, stay tuned. We're going to learn a lot more about her. But if you are and you want to tip, please tip. Kris has the Venmo and PayPal tickered below, but it should just be at Kris Schultz on Venmo, and you can be able to find Venmo. It's usually like paypal.me/Kris Schultz, but it is tickered below. And if you're having a good time and you want to tip Kris, please use the fist bump, music firsthand emoji, and the ghost emoji. That's the emoji that Kris has picked. We like to keep it spoopy. It's Halloween in July or whatever the hell month it is. April 53rd, whatever year it is.
April 53rd.
So if you're having a good time. Oh, Kris, I was thinking we got a comment and Kris is just down here on the Music Firsthand page. Oh, that Kansas tree, new song. Don't hate on the Kansas. At least the trees in Kansas aren't trying to kill us like the cedar trees here in Texas are. All right.
Oh, do they have chicken on them? Is there fried chicken on the trees?
We don't do fried chicken in Kansas. We do barbecue.
I don't know.
Come on, Vermont, get your shit
Doesn't
together.
Everybody eat chicken?
Yes. Kris, we're so happy to have you on the show. Thank you again for joining us. Why don't you tell the podcast where you're at? Describe your little podcasting studio you're at tonight.
This is the corner of the tiniest apartment known to humankind, where I live. This is where I do my live stream once a week, and it's usually interrupted by my dogs and people delivering food to their own place and things like that.
We're not familiar with that at all.
I do have my my floral foam piece of chocolate pie that was I made it to be the topper of my tree, my Christmas tree. And so I like to keep it back there. So.
You made that?
I made it. Yeah. I made it. With
it looks delicious.
It has, I think, doesn't floral foam have formaldehyde in it? Yeah. So
as long as it's gluten-free, I can have it. It's free game.
It's a forbidden pie, Kim. Forbidden.
All pie is forbidden when you have IBS.
It was the tree topper for my Christmas tree for as long as I had an apartment that I could fit a Christmas tree in. Yeah.
Do you craft a lot?
Bush.
I do not, but I love baked goods. So
Meet halfway. Earl's here. Hi, Earl.
Hi,
Aloha, Earl.
Hey, Earl.
Earl's, when he comments on our live streams, I love that he says aloha. For the first 6 weeks that he was commenting aloha, I'm like, is Earl just pandemicking in Hawaii? Because what a flex. Just, you know what? I see you poor people struggling for masks. I'm going to go to Lanai.
Lanai. Wow. You better come out with those island names.
It's the one island I know. I don't know. That's fair. Wait, so if you say you like baked goods, did you bake a lot or cook a lot during the beginning of the isolation? No.
I mean, I cooked. I made, basic food for myself, but I am a terrible baker. I love baked goods.
Love eating baked goods, not making them.
I love eating baked goods. Yes.
Same. Same.
That's the thing. Yeah, I'm terrible at baking and cooking and all of that, actually, but I was able to, make basic dishes.
Ham and beans. We can feed ourselves.
Did you just say ham and beans?
That's Kimberly, don't knock it till you tried it. That's some straight up Midwestern shit.
No. Listen, I'll eat anything, but just the way you said it, ham and beans.
It's gluten-free, Kim. Beggars can't be choosers.
It's not good for the IBS, Becky Joel.
Well, you know what's also not good for IBS? Starvation. Actually, that's not been proven. I'm not a medical professional. Please call your local nurses. Damn it. Well, if you didn't cook, I know you have an album coming out. Yeah. Did you work on this solely during quarantine? I know you're in the process of finishing it now. Like, how long have you been working on this?
Well, we started recording. We did all the tracking and stuff in January of 2020. And then we were working on doing some vocals, mostly background vocals and other parts in, March of 2020 when everything shut down. So basically did a big chunk of it then, and then nothing. And then went back into the studio in April. So it was, So there's a year and a month gap in between.
So as an artist making an album, did you during that time like go over all your songs and all the stuff you're recording? You're like, what was I thinking? Now you have like the time to overthink everything instead of just getting it and putting it out.
There was definitely some overthinking, but we had to, it was like we were about 85% finished. And
wow.
And then we just had those little parts that needed to be done. So basically we were sitting there with an almost finished album for all that time. So then in the meantime, I was seeing other people, recording and putting them out, during all the time, but the parts that needed to be done were parts that other people needed to be feeling safe about coming into the studio and doing. Mm-hmm. So there was some overthinking, but mostly I was just like, well, I guess I'm just going to write some new songs. And in that time I wrote an album's worth of songs. So I actually have a second album ready before, but we haven't recorded them, of course, but I have like the material for it. So, yeah. So,
wow.
But then when we went back to work on that one, where I was like, oh yeah, I kind of do like those songs. Like, oh, we did that one. I forgot about that one. So,
wow. So you basically made another album while you were waiting to finish your other album that was supposed to be put out.
I didn't record it, but I wrote enough.
Basically, yeah. I during the pandemic just tried to touch my tongue to my nose, so that's what I did. You did something,
and she's under halfway there, folks.
I am
donate to her GoFundMe. Get the bottom of that tongue clipped. We'll get her right as rain anytime soon.
What are you doing this weekend? Getting the bottom of my tongue clipped.
Like, oh, fun. Is that for you, or don't ask questions you don't want the answers to? So where can people find your like album when it's coming out in October?
Coming out in October. We actually have, because of the way there are 2 singles out there from it already. Thinking that we would have it done a lot sooner. So there's 2 songs out there, and they're all on iTunes and Apple Music and, Spotify, all that stuff. And that's where you can find it then online. And then there will be physical copies of it as well. But you can find all that info on my website, which is just KrisSchultzmusic.com. So
nice. Amen.
Easy.
All right. Well,
enough.
speaking of that, would we like to hear
Speaking
our
of
first
music.
song?
Oh, yeah.
Schultz. All right, y'all. If you're having a good time, be sure to use the fist bump emoji and the ghost emoji and the Venmo and PayPal so that Kris knows where the tip came from. Send some money her way. And if you're bored and want to throw, $5 to $50 at us once a month, you could join our Patreon because we've got cute shit cooking up for you and a bunch of content and hundreds of episodes. So be sure to peruse that and enjoy the first song from Kris
Please don't
Schultz.
throw things at people, but if it's money, that's okay.
Yeah, just money. No hard change.
No corn. No points. Clouds are all gone from the sky. They're all passed out in my mind. They've hidden all the answers today. And my heart is still trying to run away. You make me wanna believe I could dig my feet in and stay. Please be patient with me. How much it's such a standstill, and I never stop moving at all. My heart, something to hold on to, so maybe someday I can stand still with you. Walk past the buried ground, spirits are quiet tonight. Me, they don't wanna be found in ordinary moonlight. You make me wanna believe I can square my shoulders and fight. Try to be patient with me. How am I? Yes, I just stand still, and I never stop moving at all. My heart, something to hold on to, so maybe someday stand still with you. All this moment's emotion keeps his heart right in place. Think I'll let it fall apart today. See all the pieces I've been trying not to face. How am I? Yes, I just stand still, and I never stop moving at all. My heart, something to hold on to, so maybe someday I can stand
Yes.
Same person.
Give it the same. Yes. We're in the back of the gay club. Shit just went down. Yes. Also, hi to Stacey Bell. She's going to be on the show next month.
Hey.
And Denise Lolly, my baby sister.
That's my big sister. I love my big sister.
That's so sweet. We love a sister moment. How many sisters do you have? You have a twin sister and an older sister?
Yeah, twin sister and an older sister. Denise is like 8.5, 9 years older than my twin sister and I. And
Denise is like shade, bitch. No one asked.
I just had to say she's the coolest big sister anyone could ever have. When we were little, like bratty grade schoolers, and she was in high school, all her friends knew that they had to be cool with Kirsten and I, my twin sister and I, or they weren't her friends. And
First of all, thank you, Denise. I had many an older sister who were like, please stay in the car. Granted, it was me. Oh, wait, sorry. Denise said, LOL, ha ha ha. Denise, we love you. We appreciate you. Kim, before I hand this over to you, Earl wants to know, he said, I also think Kris was a roadie. Who for? You were a roadie for a lot of people. You did everything you could, right?
Yeah, I did all kinds of stuff. I started off just selling merch, and then I, ended up driving and lugging things around. And eventually I ended up, kind of by default road managing. But yeah, I went on the road with Casey Crowley. I was Guy Forsyth's merch girl. I was, David Garza, Future Clouds and Radar. Who else? I worked for John D. Graham a little bit around town mostly, but I didn't go anywhere with him. But so a lot of people.
Badass.
Yeah, that's really cool.
This is the segment where I let Kim do whatever the hell she wants with very little legal ramifications. So
yes, the first time with no legal ramifications. And Kris goes, hold on. No. So back in, speaking of sisters, so you posted a couple videos back in April of 2014. Do you remember? Probably not. But videos of you and your sister, and it was, quote, revisiting your old childhood and doing things you used to do to keep yourselves entertained. It's so my question, I was just like, were you in the circus? Is usually to keep yourself entertained, you pick up
Kim, I don't know how to explain this to you, but literally in Kansas and Missouri, one of the only sports you can put your daughter in that she can like grow is gymnastics. It's one of the only, like, girls aren't allowed to play a lot of other things.
Gymnastics, like, more than gymnastics. Well, like, she had her sister on the bottom holding her up, and then Kris was like juggling.
Yeah.
So that's not a kid thing.
So, okay. Well, yes, my very first ambition was to be a circus clown. True story. My twin sisters was to be a bartender. But,
wait, as a child?
Yeah.
That's freaking fantastic.
I wanted to be a circus clown. She wanted to be a bartender. But you
guys were great at parties.
My mom was a gymnastics coach, so so that's kind of the basis of it. My mom was a gymnastics coach. My older sister helped her coach later on when she got older, and I was in gymnastics and did not like gymnastics, and basically quit. Every day I would be like, I'm going to go get a drink of water, and I'd run off to the other gym. My mom worked at a YMCA, and I'd run off to the other gym to play basketball barefoot. So
I love it. In a leotard, no doubt, just like sing.
Yeah, but
up to
with me. I mean, all the weird stuff stuck with me. And when we were very small, actually, you would appreciate this. We were in my both of my sisters and I were in the Renaissance Festival in Kansas City. We were jesters. We were tumbling jesters. And I learned to juggle by the sideshow people there. They went by Puke and Snot. And
I know them.
Yeah.
I know them.
Of course you do.
They taught me to juggle. So so there's that. But my sister and I, we did keep ourselves entertained by doing weird stuff like that. Yeah. So
the smallest world in the world. Wait, okay, so really, I'm sorry, Kim. What gym did your mom train you at?
So my mom, she was a gymnastics coach at the YMCA in Topeka, and she was also the youth director there. So yeah, North Topeka YMCA. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
my brother used to pretend to be Indiana Jones, and I was the boulder. I would just like get
same thing
and roll towards him, and then
it's the same.
Pick up a jar of cookies or something. It's not the same. It's not the same. There's no Puke and Snot teaching us how to juggle.
I mean, Kim, don't hate on the KC Renfest. They had the most decorated costumes for 10 years in a row.
Right. Y'all are up here better. No one should give a small redhead a whip. I'm just saying. My brother shouldn't have been allowed that weapon. We would have been better off juggling.
Vermont was crazy. Vermont
versus Kansas. They're both insane. Somebody called CPS. My other question was, you do like I saw you doing like the iFly and the other things. Do you have anything on your adventure bucket list that you really want to do?
Not really. I did the iFly thing. I'm afraid of heights. I don't like, but I figured that was okay because, it wasn't too high. And
it's a cylinder.
There's air under you. So I did that, but I'm not really that adventurous as far as like daredevil stuff. My twin sister is that person. She talked me into doing it's not there anymore. It died in the pandemic, but it was there was a glass slide on the outside of the 71st floor of a building in downtown Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
And she did that. She saw it being built and she just wanted to do that. And then a year later, I decided I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And it took me forever to get to do it. It's glass. It's an all glass slide on the outside of the building. And I figured once I did that, I don't really need to venture more.
So she never like really makes you go and do these crazy stunts with her?
She does it. She tries to encourage me, but but she's ever since we were little kids, she was the more adventurous one. I'm the one going,
She's just trying to be the only twin. She's just trying to be the only twin. That's all it is. She's like, if I get Kris to jump off this building, maybe I'll be the only twin.
Yeah.
Also, thank you, Denise, for telling me my dog is cute. She came up here for attention. It's true.
There's so many. Well, and then so if there's nothing not as much of an adventure junkie, what about your music bucket list? Because you've traveled with all these, and done.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Well, I first of all, I'd like to get this record out there. That was the original one because that's the big one. But no, I think it'd be fun to learn a new instrument and play in a band with playing that instrument.
Ooh, harpsichord.
Yes, we're going to actually start. It's going to be my harpsichord band.
Electric harpsichord. Oh, there are all the dogs. They love the idea.
Will you be in my harpsichord band?
Yeah, Ross was like, I volunteer as tribute. Let me be the harpsichord dog. I can do this. I guess, wait, so do you have like a dream instrument you would want to learn?
You know what? I think, okay. I know enough drums to play one song for my friend when she goes out to have a cigarette break. From back in my merch selling days, they'd pull me up from the merch table and play one song so she could go have a cigarette. But I'm not a drummer at all. It was really terrible. But I think bass would be fun. Bass is cool.
Yeah. It's hard to be uncool with a bass.
Yeah, exactly. And even geeky me could be cool with the bass, I think, yeah.
Well, one, geeky is cool. Two, both of your sisters chimed in. Denise says to play trombone with like 4 sobbing laughing emojis. And then Kristen says asthma cadabra.
Asthma cadabra. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Asthma cadabra. I had a dream one time. First of all, the trombone thing. Denise played trombone. And so I thought it'd be really cool in 4th grade, 5th grade to try to play trombone. And because Denise did, and I wanted to do everything Denise did. And I was terrible. And basically I was sent to the bomb shelter to practice. We had the basement and then we had the bomb shelter below the basement. And I was sent.
Only Midwesterners will understand that. We have basements below the basements / bomb shelters because Midwesterners do not F around.
Also, that's really encouraging to your kids. You can play the instrument, but you're so bad that you have to go practice in the bomb shelter.
Go hang out with the SpaghettiOs in the basement. No one has time for
Go
that.
hang out with the Twinkies and the cockroaches. You suck.
But asthma cadabra, when a few years ago, or I guess it was a few years ago, I had this, when your surroundings wake you up from a dream. Okay, well, I do have asthma, and my asthma woke me up. I was having an asthma attack, but in my dream, I was in in my dream, I was in an a cappella group that we wheezed in harmony, and we had instead of like the beatbox guy, we had a guy that did like percussive coughing, and and
that's an SNL sketch waiting to be happening.
Genius.
We named the band. We named the band. In my mind, the band was Asthma Cadabra. That was the name of our wheezing.
Someone comes out and throws an inhaler on the ground like it's a smoke bomb, and it just
Asthma Cadabra.
Yeah, I figured we could go on tour of like allergy doctor.
Oh my god.
Offices and stuff.
It was just it's just intended to get people Flonase. Kids everywhere.
Flonase. Well, I have one more question, but I wanted to update you. It was not a bird, it was a butterfly. That was murdered in semi 8. And then also here's the babiest of possums.
Oh my goodness. Where did you have that the whole time?
Well, it's been right here. Just trying to keep it warm.
Gosh.
And now it's actually trying to climb under my shirt.
Oh,
Yeah, for those who are listening
warm.
to the podcast, this is one of those moments where Kim and I implore you to just hop over to YouTube because Kim has a peanut of a possum in her boobs. I think she might have lost him.
No, he's down here now where it's nice and warm.
Oh my goodness. That is the cutest. Oh.
I mean, you could see his little eyes through his eyelids. He's so fresh.
He's so fresh.
Where did you find him? Did you find him like
someone? Their mom got run over by a car.
Oh,
and this one has poop on it.
Hi, baby.
Oh, it smells like stale, soft pretzels.
There's no way that thing doesn't have hair, much less does it have
like
skin. Like,
look at it has the teeniest kind of hair.
Goodness.
Yeah, it's got poop. You see the poop?
Oh.
It's like a nature
welcome
show.
back to National Geographic's episode of comedians interviewing baby bean possums. Oh, I can't. Yeah, since the pandemic, Kim's house has turned into full Steve Irwin dreamland.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Now it's on my headphones.
Yeah, he's like, excuse me, I would like this moment. Oh, Kristen. Oh,
Joey's.
See, Denise said, oh my God, a baby possum, hearts. And then Christine was like, so cute. So we know where the loyalty is.
So since you have a pet care business,
Yes.
because you love animals, so just want.
Uh-huh.
I mean, now there's. Oh my God, he's just right there. I don't know what he's doing.
The D in your shirt is just moving ever so slightly.
I can't. We'll figure it out. But I wanted to see, since you know dogs pretty well, and now that you kind of know Becky, Joe, and I a little bit more, if you could name what dog breeds we are.
Oh shit.
Okay. Oh boy.
I'm gonna be offended no matter what.
See, I told you.
Let's see. Okay. By the way, my ex-boyfriend used to say I was a border collie. Like a border collie. Yeah. Because we go to the grocery store and I'd be trying to catch the children jumping out of the carts and saying,
That's funny.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Putting down my shirt.
Also, how many suicidal toddlers were at your HEB? Jesus.
The bad HEB.
I just stopped going out. Okay. Let's see. Okay. All right. Well, in my, I think that
I'm so excited.
I think there are dogs that I think have sense of humor, like have a sense of humor.
Oh, for sure.
Allie have a sense of humor. So I'm going by that.
Okay.
So
not by look. Okay, don't be offended, Becky Joe.
Not going by look. I'm going by
Basset Hound.
Naked mole rat. Not a duck.
I'm thinking, personality wise, a little bit of pug. Because they have sense of humor, right? They're funny and they're sweet and they're just cool. Mixed with little bit of terrier, because
that's 100% correct, Kim.
Yeah.
Slightly fiery, will still lay on the couch and fart through an episode of Friends.
Yes, but we'll also eat you and whatever you have in your hand.
Exactly. We'll be upset, but we'll also nap.
Yeah. I'll attack you, but then I'm going to take a little nap. And I'm going to fart in everything you love.
And also be everything you love.
That's when you know if I'm sleeping or if I'm dead.
I love it so much.
Those are bugs. I love that. Okay, I'm ready to hear a couple more songs from Kris Schultz.
Yeah. And if you guys are having a good time, please tip. The Venmo and PayPal are tickered below, and they are also in the comments of this video. Make sure you use the fist bump, music for Santa emoji, and the ghost emoji so that Kris can track where these spooky tips are coming in. Oh, I already hate us for that joke, but here are a couple more songs from Kris Schultz. Enjoy.
To go lock myself up somewhere.
Well, I think since we were talking about our Kansas roots, I'm gonna play a couple songs kind of inspired by Kansas in a way. This first one is it's out there as a single in the world. It's on all the streaming platforms right now, and it was actually, it's a song about delayed grief, but it was written after going to Atchison, Kansas, to see this house that is kind of well known to be supposedly haunted, when I was on tour with my friend Andrew, and he wanted to go see it, and so we did. And when we left, weird things started happening. My phone disappeared and reappeared under his seat, his car seat, and his phone died. The car battery did weird things. The alarm started going off in weird times. And so somewhere we're driving along, and he said, "I think there's something in the car with me, with us." And I was like, I was like, we'll pull over at the next rest stop. And so we did. We pulled over in Matfield Green, Kansas. And I turned to the back seat and I said, whoever's there, it's been fun, but this is your stop. And I opened the door and we never had a problem after that. And I wrote this song when I got back to Austin. It's called Return Address. Ghost out of the car, turnpike heading north, through the state where I was born. Got a standard issue heart, it stumbles but it starts, with its own sense of direction. I don't know how I'm gonna shake this mess. I keep trying to outrun it, but it's mine and it has my return address. My return address. Let the ghost back in the car, turnpike headed north, but it just makes me miss you more. A standard issue heart took a while to fall apart, with its own sense of deflection. I don't know how I'm gonna shake this mess. I keep trying to outrun it, but it's mine and it has my return address. My return address. I don't know how I am gonna shake this mess. I keep trying to outrun it, but it's mine and it has my return address. My return address. Let the ghost out of the car, turnpike headed north, through the state where I was born. Yeah, that's out there on all the streaming platforms. It's and my twin sister, did the photo for the artwork, and yeah. This next one is actually it's about my hometown of Topeka. So I grew up going to, I went to a Catholic school that was in downtown Topeka, right across the street from the Capitol building, the State House, as we like to call it, in Kansas. And there were a couple things about that place. One thing was there was this giant smokestack right behind the school, and if I remember right, people were always calling and thinking that the school was on fire, but it wasn't. It's just a smokestack. But I was, excuse me, and they had these grates in the ground where the steam would come up from the grates, and we would play kickball on this asphalt parking lot that was our playground, and we'd play kickball, and you'd run and you kick the ball and run the bases, and then you get back and stand on the grate to warm up in the winter. And the other thing we like to do in Topeka is if a bridge falls down, which it did twice, different ones, you just leave it in the water. And I was thinking about those two things when I wrote this song. It's called Winter Clothes. In our brightly colored coats, huddled around the steam that rose from the ground in the shadow of the smokestacks in our winter town. We did everything they asked, clasped our tiny hands to pray. When it came time to confess, we made up things to say. Never bought into the story, always had an exit plan, stashed away under those winter clothes. We drew maps on the backs of our hands. All the bridges were just bones, skeletons exposed, left behind to fade into the river down below. We try to do the same whenever the sky would shade with the clouds bruised. We were hopeful we could escape.
It's so weird. It's weird to woo after a really beautiful emotional song.
We just go, woo.
Yeah, it's like just come on crying.
It's too real. Thanks again so much, Kris, for joining us for this podcast. Yeah. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. It's been really fun. I really appreciate getting to talk to you guys.
I know we're going to have our first live show in a couple of weeks. So come out and see us because it's going to be a party. I have, speaking of parties, your Instagram bio, when I first started following you, I was like, holy shit, come through with a good Instagram bio. Your bio says, I grew up in a bar, a car, and a YMCA. I wrecked a stationary bike in college. I write songs. I walk dogs. First of all, for the podcast listeners, Kris and I both went to Kansas State University. I have been to the gym at K-State once. It was one time. I did not go more than once. I did not wreck a stationary bike, but I commend you for that because that, girl, that is an accomplishment in and of itself. But I kept thinking to myself, like, this is the most intensely beautiful and honestly written Tinder bio I've ever seen. So I decided to reactivate my Tinder for all of 15 minutes to search for some really shitty Tinder bios. And by the grace of God, I found a few. I even had to hate report one of them because it was anti-Asian hate speech. So I'm going to read you some Tinder bios and we're going to see if we can guess the age and name.
Yes.
Of the person. Obviously. Yeah. I think my Tinder is spread between 21 and 81. So it could be anybody.
You did not.
Yeah, I mean, like most of, because I think the first, like when you reinstate Tinder, the first like 100 or so are people that have already swiped on you. So I'm assuming there's not a person over the age of 40 in this group. But just so we know, we're between the ages of 21 and 40. They're both male and female. There's no non-binary people in this list, but my Tinder, it does not see genitals. So that's where we're at here. I'm going to read you the bio.
Sounds like my dating life.
Hey. Obviously, there's no way of being able to tell like what their actual names and ages are, but it's just fun to guess. So why the hell not? We're going to start with this one. I would love to find someone with cool vibes. The cool has a K. I know this is Tinder, so shrug emoji. What a bitch. I'm not holding my breath or any. Oh, no, sorry. I'm paraphrasing. I'm saying I'm not holding my breath or anything, but the dude said, I'm not holding my breath on anything. I'm a little bit of a country boy at heart, hence the illiteracy. Was born in a small town in Colorado. I go camping like every other weekend. Not every, like every other weekend. Okay. Would be nice to have a canoe partner. Emoji, like the eek emoji, like I wish I had a, like, oh, it's so sad. Love two wheels, let's go ride. There's no punctuation in that sentence. Love two wheels, let's go ride. I'd rather talk on the phone than text. And big YouTuber, wacky smiley face. Know any cool with a K channels? 6 feet, 155 pounds. Kristen just said Chad immediately. She just immediately said Chad.
I was going to say Judd.
Oh, it's a J name.
Oh, is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was going to go with Cody with the K.
Oh, yes.
That's what it's
with the K.
It's actually Cody Spaniacs from Madam Radar. It's like, girl, someone should share your Tinder.
It's Cody with a J.
But I'm guessing he's 39, or he says he's 39, but he's probably actually 40.
I'm going to say 24.
His name is Jacob, and he's 30. I would think that anybody who uses cool with a K is either 100 or 22.
There's like,
yeah, there's really no in between. So something's wrong with him.
Also, the whole big flex of like, I know this is Tinder, so I won't find my true love. What the hell are you doing here, Jacob?
Trying to find a canoe partner.
Go to douchesonly.com where people accept
sick
that
of
shit.
going in a circle in the lake.
Yeah.
Just want to go across the lake with a partner.
Would be nice to have a canoe partner. What? Like, calm down. Okay, this next one is funny because I am by marriage related to two people of this name, and it never ceases to amaze me. Graduating next summer with my degree in computer science. I'd rather stay in than go out. Fully vaccinated tree hugger. I've read She Comes First, winky faced. I'm new to apparently my Tinder was still set up when I was in Kansas City. I'm new to Kansas City and need friends. The last pick is my nephew, Heart. Just the fact that he was like, I read She Comes First. Is that a book? Is that a book for sad men to tell women that they're underappreciating in bed? I'm confused.
Alan.
Not a bad one.
And yeah, we hate him too, Ross. Alan and 24.
Ew. Okay, Kris just Google names. It's called She Comes First, The Thinking Man's Guide to what? To Pleasuring a Woman. A virgin wrote that book. A virgin wrote that book. And if I read it. If the preface is not, I asked all of my women friends before I ever touched a woman, then that's the only way. Oh no, don't post it in the comments, Kris. Jesus, no one buy this man's book. Yes, it's a picture of a papaya. The fucking cover photo is a picture of a papaya. Do not buy this man's book.
Please buy it. I will DM you my my address and you can send it to me.
Yeah, no. Actually, you know what's funny is Kirsten said Daryl, age 27. His name is Dustin and he's 27.
Nice, super close.
Kirsten, you killed it. That was okay. This dude's also in Kansas City. Hi, I'm blank. Original. I'm usually pretty reserved, though I'm an open book once you get to know me, aka I yell at women when I'm drunk. I enjoy walking, jogging, reading, and playing video games. You don't enjoy walking or jogging. You like reading the text on a video game. I ended a relationship of 4 years almost a year ago, aka I don't want her to think I was cheating on her openly in this app. And I'm hoping to find something real. I'm 5'7", can't coexist with cats, and have a sassy little pup named Panda. Mostly on here to make friends. Are you? And try to break out of my shell again. If we happen to hit it off, I certainly wouldn't complain either. If you happen to hit it off with someone, no one's complaining. You incel, weird neckbeard virgin. Stop making women. Oh, God. Basically, this whole man's profile is like, I like going outside, but I also like video games. Please don't clock me on that. And I've been in a relationship, but I hate women at the moment, so don't talk to me.
Looking for friends.
Looking for friends. How old do you think this person is, and what is their name? I'll give you a hint. It's another J name.
Jared. Sounds like a Jared. And, no, Joel.
Ooh. Yeah. It's the gamer. The gamer is a Joel.
Joel is the name. And he's probably 32.
I was gonna say 32. Yeah.
You are right. You're right on the age.
Yeah, 32.
Oh, really? 32?
Say Jeff.
Oh, Kimberly, you're Kirsten was like John 25. It's Jesse. He's 32. I would for the YouTube people be showing pictures, but I'm just making fun of these people. I'm not trying to put them on blast or get them fired for anything. I did, however, try to get the guy with the anti-Asian profile fired. I did report his ass.
T-shirts with his face on it.
Yeah, fuck you. And the next guy, this one the opener on this one, it's like, what a dick. I'm for sure taller than you. I'm 6'3".
Well, yeah.
Yeah. You're taller than most people. You weird fucking floating car control blow up guy. The most, in all caps, the most important things to me in life right now: God, church emoji, family, white family emoji, fitness/health, dude lifting weights emoji, inspiring others in life, gold medal emoji, and golf.
Oh.
Can I swipe left and throw my phone out?
Also, I'm not kidding. I'm going to show you this one because it says, just for proof, he says, check out my YouTube channel for inspiration and motivation. Then he lists his YouTube channel. And then in this like disclaimer at the bottom, no, I do not want to subscribe to your Snapchat Premium or your OnlyFans. Do not ask me stupid questions like that, please.
You just put your freaking YouTube.
You just ask people to subscribe to your shit.
Freaking boob.
Like, what an asshole. So, okay, I'm for sure taller than you. How old do you think this person is and what is their name? Also, he put God, family, fitness, inspiring others, and then golf.
This is where I would put Chad.
Right?
Yeah. I think maybe a Caleb. I think he's a Caleb.
Or a Logan.
Oh, it could be a Logan.
Logans are always awful.
Super white. And they
Yeah.
are there.
22. He's 22.
He is in his 20s. Kirsten said he was in his 30s. He is in his 20s. Somebody in their 20s has not been
24.
punched in the face over this enough. Like, that's
24.
His name is Ross, and he's 28 years old. He is 14 miles away if anyone's looking for a slightly incongruous dude with completely collapsed sense of morality.
One of my biggest pet peeves is like people who try to inspire me. Or, you know, like
it's saying it.
Yeah. What's that?
It's saying it. It's saying it's like, I like to inspire people. No, just do it.
Right. Yeah. Just be inspiring. Don't. Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing you're inspiring me to do is leave the room, not talk to anybody, and report you.
Yeah. My point's exactly like the only people that do that kind of shit are the kind of women that inspire them to be like, I don't trust this man with my beer. I'm going to inspire myself to leave. Like, absolutely not. Okay, hold up. I have two really good ones left, and I want to make sure we save them because we're running out of time. Oh my God. Jesus. Also, just for, are you, Kris, have you ever watched Broad City?
Yeah.
This one is just to shout out the fact that there was one woman on my Tinder feed that I did actually like their profile. Her profile, her name is Kate. She's 31. If anyone's in 4 miles away from me right now, Kate's Tinder profile is here for the bikes, the babes, the beer, and the butts. 75% Abby, 25% Alana. Someone should date her. Someone should date Kate. Should be a thing. I hope we misconnections her somehow through this podcast. But my last two, I hate this so much. I love beautiful, confident, and sexy women. He spelled it woman that are completely comfortable being feminine. Are you drop dead gorgeous, healthy, confident, secure, optimistic, sexually open, flexible, giving, intelligent, honest, outgoing, in parentheses, a social butterflyer? In case an intelligent, optimistic woman didn't know what fucking outgoing meant, he put in parentheses, a social butterfly. Then he said, fun, great communicator, in another parentheses, my life is a drama-free zone. In parentheses, understands men, affectionate, sexy, happy, and very feminine, ? That is the extent of this dipshit's Tinder profile. Are you A, B through Z, things that I don't deserve and have never, ever tried to look internally to earn? Are you this? How old do you think this dipshit virgin is? Because if we're going,
send him $10 so he can go to the store and buy himself a Barbie because that's what he's looking for.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The fact that he asked for an intelligent woman and then continued. Kirsten says Jeremy 30. It is a J name, Kirsten. God damn, you are on it. He is in his 30s. J name in the 30s, who apparently wants an intellectual woman, but feels the need to describe to her every word he's asking for. Like, if this man isn't single for the rest of his life, we've all done wrong. We all have a friend we need to call. Like, you need to tell Kelly to leave this man alone.
Is he 34?
Is his name Jeremy?
It's so close.
Is it Jeremiah?
It ends in the same vowel sounds as Jeremy.
Now we're both like,
his name is Jesse. He's 38. He went to the University of Texas
Jesse?
Arlington. Yeah.
He's 38.
He's 38 years old and he's still looking for the most perfect virgin. I don't know what's wrong with him. That's so wild that no woman cares about his disgusting checklist of things that they need. When in all reality, all you're telling me, Jesse, is that you haven't talked to a therapist in maybe ever. And maybe your mother is done fielding your bullshit calls about women who have ignored yours. So look internally. I wish I should have fucking saved his picture because he deserves to be put on blast. The last one, and potentially the best one. This young man, I just like it because he fake quoted a Bible verse. Suck the sap and spirit out of me, darling. Ephesians 2:8. 6 foot, father of 2. I don't know why that one gets me so much. Suck the sap and spirit out of me, darling. Ephesians 2:8. I don't know if he's quoting it or if he's just got Ephesians 2:8 underneath this, but it's too good.
Is it Devin?
No.
Joshua.
Ooh. Unfortunately, it's not a J name.
Oh.
It is an R though. Why am I signing to my podcast like KJ?
Roy.
Oh God, I just realized that the picture is not his hand. It's a baby's. Okay, when you guess it, I'll show you the picture because his
Roger
bio was so short.
Ooh, Roger's a good one.
Roger.
Ooh, yeah, Kirsten says Rob. His name
Robert.
is Remington. He's 28. And this picture I thought was his hand. That's not his hand.
I wish he had a baby arm. Why did you think he had a baby arm?
I didn't register. He's a father of 2. So maybe that's one of them.
No, you don't know. Maybe he's just bending his arm in a weird way.
Suck the sap and spirit out of me, darling. I can't. Well, that was a lot. We all won. Yeah, we all won because we aren't dating any one of those idiots on Tinder. But we are going also, Kris Schultz. Thank you. She came in clutch. Damn near got most of them. She guessed like 2 ages correctly and all the J names she was on. So got to give you. She won.
Well done.
She wins.
Send her that book. Congratulations, you just won a book about.
Well, yeah, we'll send you a Music for Sand t-shirt. They're very soft.
Yeah, you can pick t-shirt or that book about knowing women in their pleasure spots.
Kirsten said if he's a father of 2, he left out 3 of the arms. Someone called CPS. We're going to hear one more song from Kris Schultz. If you had a good time tonight, please join our Patreon. We have tons of shows like this every week on Tuesday. And we also have a bunch of stuff that we have coming to you after this, we're going to record a little bonus content for you. So if you want to see another song, another couple of questions, you're going to have to pay for it. Sorry, this is capitalism, baby. And if you want to support Kris, please fist bump and ghost emoji on the Venmo and PayPal ticker below so that she knows where this tip came from. So here's one more song from Kris. Enjoy.
All right. This is a song called Friday Mix, and it is for the Knutsons, who are my cousins, and none of them are named Knutson, but that's okay. All right. Last year's been a tough one. It's not in us to come on. No, it's not in our history. Give it easy, love. Put the Friday mix on and we'll be intent to try. song. We can drive through Old Town while we'll go singing Jesus don't cry. We can breathe it, sing it south. He's gonna make everything alright. So put the Friday mix on the day, text and try. Away, we don't need to know what happens next. We're all just part of a wonderful mess. Lost in this song, lost in the song. Now the Smiths are singing something about a double-decker bus. Watch out. Maybe Barry and Kay can sing along with us. The Friday mix on the dance and try. Okay, we don't even know what happens next. We're all just part of a wonderful mess. Lost in the song, lost in the song, lost in the song.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much, Kris, for joining us. We are going to smile and wave to the podcast fam on the Facebook group. We are going to record an extra couple of questions and another song. So if you want to see that, you're going to have to join the Patreon. Kris, where can people follow you, like your stuff, support you?
So I am at Schultz333 on Instagram, and it's all the consonants, all of them, and a Y, and 333. But you can also find me on KrisSchultzMusic.com, and I'm on all the Spotify and all that stuff. So yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah, cool.
I'm here for it. And thanks again so much. If you guys had a good time, please, please, please tip. Ghost fist bump so they know it's real. Thanks again, Facebook. We'll see you soon. Bye.